Hey guys, this is Bharat and welcome to Bharat Kitchen with Dhabha style chicken curry. Now, before beginning with the recipe, let's first discuss what Dhabha style actually is. Well, you see, in earlier times when mixer grinders and even electricity wasn't that easily available, people used to cook without making tomato puree, they used more whole spices, and to give that tartness and break down sugars, they used to add yogurt. I've recently posted a video on why commercial tomato puree tastes better and how acid affects the cooked onions. And those are the basis of making a good curry based recipe. Okay, so let's begin with it. So first I'm gonna brine the chicken, and I know it's not the dhaba way, but it will just make the chicken more moist and help us to achieve better results. Just wash the chicken properly and add some water. To this I'm gonna add lots of salt and let my chicken rest in a cold place for about 2 hours. Now you can totally skip this step, but trust me, for better and more moist results, do this. Alright, after 2 hours, just get rid of that salty water, and now we're gonna marinate the chicken with some freshly crushed in a pestle ginger and garlic paste, lots of lemon juice, which is very important to increase the acidity, and you can use vinegar here as well. Then comes some salt, some red chili powder, and that's it. Just mix everything together and let the chicken sit in the marinade for about 30 to 45 minutes. And yes, you cannot skip the marination step. Now, dhaba dishes have a smoky note to them, so you can add a burning charcoal and pour some ghee over it so that it smokes, and let the chicken rest in the charcoal while you're marinating it. But it's totally optional. Alright, in the meanwhile, let's prepare the other stuff that we're gonna need. So we're gonna very finely chop some onions. Now remember, we don't use a food processor in dhaba style cooking, so chop it as fine as possible. Okay, then comes some tomatoes, and I'm gonna grate the tomatoes here. See how dhaba cooks are so smart. Well, grating has two benefits here. First, you can easily get rid of the skin, and second, you get that puree like effect. Next, you're gonna need some yogurt, and make sure you strain the yogurt properly. Now in dhabas, it is very hard to find those exotic spice blends. So in curries, generally common spices are used. So for the whole spices, I'm gonna take some black peppercorns, some green cardamom or choti ilaichi, some cinnamon stick or dalchini, then comes some long or cloves. Further, you're gonna need some dried red chilies, and you can use green chilies here as well. Lastly, you're gonna need few bay leaves and badi ilaichi or black cardamom. Okay, now for the commonly used ground spices, we're gonna take some coriander powder, some red chili powder, also some jeera powder, and last, my secret ingredient, which is some roasted gram flour. So first, I'm gonna dry roast the whole spices on a very low flame for about 2 minutes. And then we're gonna add some ghee. You need to wait for the ghee to sizzle and the aromatics in the whole spices to work, and then add some oil, which will suddenly drop the temperature. So when the oil and the ghee again warms up, add our very finely chopped onions, and you need to cook the onions until their sugars are properly caramelized. That is, you need to cook them very well. Okay, when the onions are about 80% cooked, I'm gonna add some ginger garlic paste and cook everything until it's a bit dark brown in color. At this point, add your strained yogurt and make sure the flame is at very low. Also, add turmeric powder here and cook the yogurt very, very well, which will take you about 10 minutes. Alright, now it's time to add the tomatoes and some salt as well. And again, you need to cook the tomatoes very, very well. You see, very, very well is a theme of dhaba style cooking. Anyways, when you see the oil is separating from the masala, add our ground spice mix and cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now turn the flame to very high and add the marinated chicken. And we're gonna cook the chicken on high flame until the chicken starts to change its color from pink to white. This will take you about 3 to 4 minutes, and when this happens, turn your flame as low as possible and add some water and quickly cover your pot with a lid. Make sure you don't open the lid for about 15 to 20 minutes. And if your flame is at the lowest, then don't worry, it won't burn from the bottom. Time to open the lid. And the last step for the recipe is to add some dried fenugreek leaves or kasuri methi and some garam masala. Just mix everything together and you can finish this curry off with some butter. That's it. Now if you don't like these whole spices, then you can definitely take them out before serving. But here you can see that the chicken is very soft. It's easily coming off the bone. You can see that both the pieces of the chicken are very soft. They're easily coming off the bone. And the best part is that their texture is not thread-like. So there you are guys, how to make authentic dhaba style chicken curry. And as always, you'll find all the list of ingredients and their measurements on my website. And if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Until then, I'll see you all next time.